Then I went down with a hammer. You and your three friends, come link with us for the weekend. Them man pre us, we don't pre them. My don's finesse it in Sweden. Us man are down in the DM. My don's finessing in Sweden. Hey,
Colour, you're back!
Like cook crack.
What are you saying?
Man.
You were in Lebanon, right?
I went Leb.
Give us a little. Why were you in Lebanon?
I was doing a documentary for Noisy about hip hop in Beirut.
Well, look out for that coming very soon. Obviously, from Blackpool to Lebanon, that's a bit of a disparity right there.
Yeah, Blackpool's a bit meh, but Lebanon's a bit meh.
However, this is Kofadati, and we are here for the transfer special weekly show. We just rattle through some transfers, see what's going on. Has anybody gone to China or India or America this week? Well, let's go with just the ones that have been confirmed. Go on, Poet, give me a couple.
Jose Fonte has decided to leave Southampton for $8 million to go to a massive club called West Ham. Obviously, when he was putting in a transfer request and he wanted to move over to, say, for example, Liverpool, I got it.
It's the London factor. I think it's the London factor.
You
People
win.
forget there's that lifestyle thing of living in London.
And before the stadium, he can go to fucking New Look.
And you can go to the sales. Fam, next one. Saido Mourinho has finally decided to go play football, leaving West Brom to go Stoke for 12 mil.
I think it's good for him to play under Mark Hughes.
I think it's good for him to bloody leave West Brom.
Because he
going
didn't want to be there for a while. And on top of that, you might as well play under a striking legend. Mark Hughes has played his football, not just, in England, but internationally as well, and done well. So he learned off a legend.
In a day of skinny jeans, you don't want to be playing for the baggies.
I like that.
Nice! Yeah! Have a nice joke. All right. Memphis Depay from Man United to Lyon, 16 million rising to 21.7 million. I think they got ripped off, fam.
Who's Memphis?
Who is he?
Who's that?
I don't know, fam.
Who's Memphis Depay?
But wait, around 20 mil though,
But who is
for
that?
a man that hasn't played for the whole year.
But who's Memphis Depay?
I don't know who Memphis Depay is. You guys tell us who Memphis Depay is. That's a lot of money for a man that just hasn't played football. Patrick Bamford has gone from Chelsea to Middlesbrough for about 5.5 million.
I don't blame him. He never played a
him.
game for Chelsea. When they recorded him from loan, I thought Diego Costa was actually leaving.
Yeah.
It just turns out they're going to make a permanent move for him to go to Middlesbrough. But remember he was at Middlesbrough a couple of years ago? Scored against Manchester City in the FA Cup. Then spoke about the last time he came round here was for some dodgy concert. He seemed extremely boring, but who cares? Finally going to play first team football under Karanka at Middlesbrough, and good luck to you, Bamford, mate. Good luck.
Good, because Chelsea do that a lot. They get these young players, don't really play them, end up loaning them out to Vitesse or Benfica, and then they just buy them back if they're good enough, but if not, they just leave them.
To rot.
To rot or just develop their career in a different path, a different perspective. But let's now go on to rumours. They're going for ones that happen, and these might happen, they might not, they might be real, they might be absolute top-notch bullshit.
We got Victor Lindelof. Good enough for Man United. Man United will make a decision this week whether to bring forward the 38 million signing of Benfica defender Victor Lindelof. The 22-year-old Sweden international had been expected to move to Old Trafford in the summer. Sorry, I had to see that biscuit. It's really nice.
I mean, forgive me that I haven't done my YouTube scouting. I don't know how good Victor Lindelof is. That's a lot of money for Victor Lindelof, and the source is the Daily Star.
I mean, the Daily Star's a bag of shit, but if it was true, I would trust in Mourinho, because if Mourinho knows one thing, it's the ability to defend. He's not like Man City that signed Otamendi, fucking Mangala, Stones, and all these other centre-backs who clearly don't actually understand how to defend. It's like he brought in the individual from Villarreal, was it Bailey? He looks a fantastic centre-back. He's even getting the best out of Rojo and Jones. So I trust Mourinho when it comes to defensive situations. So
that price looks a bit mad. There we go. We're going to keep it moving on to the next transfer. Lazar Markovic to Hull City. I mean, apparently he's had an absolutely miserable spell at Sporting Lisbon, and he's going to now come back to England. You know what? This is a plea for all Premier League clubs, yeah? If you want a Serbian player, come to me before you decide to buy them, because a lot of the people in Serbian football are in it for the money. There's a lot of agents there trying to make some money. If you come to me, I will give you an unbiased opinion on if a player can make it in the English league. I never really thought Lazar Markovic would do amazing. He's skinny, he's fast, but that's about it. He runs like a bee with no head. It's just all over the place. And even Jovanovic, you know?
He runs like a big, oh my God. I've never seen a bee run.
I mean, like Marko Grujic for Liverpool is potentially a good signing, but if you're looking at a better player, Milinkovic-Savic from Lazio would have 100% been a better buy for a midfield position. Do you know what I mean? People don't talk about him because he's a Lazio, but that player is a good player. Like Lazar Markovic, even if you go on Serbian blogs, when he moved, everybody was like, he's not doing well. They got robbed.
Well, next player is Scott Hogan good enough to lead West Ham's front line? Wow, 18 months off of an injury, has scored 21 goals in 32 games for Brentford, and apparently, according to Sky Sports, which is slightly becoming an unreliable source.
It's not a bad source though. Bro,
they said on fucking Sky Sports that Dimitri Payet got kicked out of WhatsApp group. Like, are you really clutching at straws?
Maybe they got that insight.
It's that level. I've spoken to Niall about it, Ranger. He says to me, the level between Premier League and Championship, the gap is so big. It's like, it's nowhere near. So me personally, I wouldn't trust a striker who has a good record in the Championship when it comes to scoring goals to fight for survival. There's a different pressure on the line right now. And on top of that, he needs to come in and make an impact now. It's January. Not like he can warm into the season, have a dodgy September, October, and start coming good in November. He has to score goals now.
Pricey, our producer, says it will happen. He's a Brentford fan. Are you happy with that? Do you want him? Say something.
I love him.
Wow. He is in love with him as a Brentford fan. Probably doesn't want to see him leave. I don't know, West Ham fans, are you happy with that, or would you want someone a bit more proven? Poet, this one, we said, has someone gone China.
Yeah.
Wayne Rooney, the man that people love, 1 minute, hate him another minute. They're saying for 700 bags a week, he might be going to Beijing Guan.
Yeah, but how can you trust a paper called The Mirror? Like, how can you look in the mirror and not see your reflection?
And Guangzhou Evergrande want to rival the bid. So,
I mean, if it is true, which I pretty much doubt from this reliable source, I think Rooney would be a fucking idiot to go to China.
Rooney, the case of Rooney. He scored a banging goal on the weekend.
I think he should just leave, and I think he should stay in the Prem, and I think, or he should go to try his, I don't know, Italy, or just show everyone that he's still a top quality player.
He did on the weekend, he banged it.
I know, but then what are we going to be expecting after that? Him to do miracles? No. I just think when you're in the same environment, you've won everything, you've done it all, you just need a new challenge, a new approach. He's a human being. We do get bored sometimes. You know what? In my prime, I used to have some really good looking girls. Do you know what I said? Let me get an ugly bird.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? And I didn't.
He didn't.
Yeah, so there was no moral to this story.
There wasn't a moral to the story. Yeah.
Nah, I'm joking. That's not true, by the way.
I think for Rooney, MLS, personally. I think in China, the culture shock would be too mad. Legends have gone to MLS and done well. The Beckham, it's a branding thing. It's let me get my name up.
Nah, I think Gerrard went there for 5 minutes and came back home. I just think Wayne Rooney should go somewhere because the boy's still got ability. Undeniable talent. Wayne Rooney has undeniable talent that is not being showcased because of the circumstances he's found himself in, which I feel is he's been at Man United, he's seen it all. What more is there for him to do at Man United? What more is there for him to accomplish? Just as a man. He's won the Champions League, Premier League, the FA Cup, the League Cup. He's won everything. What more do you want Wayne Rooney to do? He's won the Community Shield. What more is there for him to do there? Fuck off.
But you're saying stay in Europe?
I would say stay in Europe because he has the ability. Zlatan has come out and said Wayne Rooney is one of the best players he's played with. I know in training Wayne Rooney is on this team, but a match day, what does he have to prove to any club in the Premier League? He's embarrassed Arsenal at the age of 16 years old. He's embarrassed Liverpool a couple of times. He's embarrassed Chelsea a couple of times. He's done everything. There's nothing more for him to do at Manchester United. He's not from Manchester, so he's never going to have that deep lying passion for Manchester. I just think it's time for him, for himself, test yourself again, Wayne Rooney. Move to another club and see what you can do there.
Go back to Everton.
If you went back to Everton, I think it'd be
created a rumour. We've created a rumour. This is a source, comments below.
Yeah. Ketchup.
I'm saying he's going to go back to Everton.
I would love it. Wayne Rooney went back to Everton and up front with Lukaku. Oh my lord. Or just behind Lukaku.
With Ross Barkley behind him. That would be mad.
Bro.
Ross Barkley threw ball to Rooney, he's chipped the keeper and he's in.
United fans, let us know what you think about Wayne Rooney. Do you think it's time for him to go and get a fresh new challenge now that he has beaten the record? And if it was a choice between America and China, where would you prefer to see him go? Leave a comment and let us know as we go from one United legend to a guy I thought was going to be an Arsenal legend. Also burst onto the scene at 16 years old.
What do you think, Poet?
Jack Wilshere apparently going to Italy. Again, a fantastic, reliable source, the Daily Mirror. Oh my God. Apparently going to AC Milan. And I'm just like, meh. I think Jack Wilshere If I was Jack Wilshere, this is what I would do.
What? I'll go LA.
I would say Santi Cazorla has clearly got an injury that is going to be a reoccurring injury, which means he's probably not going to be a first-team player at Arsenal for much longer. I imagine he's going to be an individual that comes off the bench, has a 15 to 20-minute impact to allow Arsenal to keep the ball and play football, so on and so forth. Now is your opportunity to go back to Arsenal and show, man, that you're good enough to play at a top team in the Premier League and be a first-team starter because you're so loved and adored by the fans. People just want to see you do well with Jack Wilshere. It's not like for Wayne... To me, Wayne Rooney is an enemy of the state to a certain extent. Like, because he's done everything, everyone's just always on him. Man United fans are always on him. Jack Wilshere is the complete opposite to me. The press might be on Jack Wilshere, but Arsenal fans actually love Jack Wilshere. I just think it's time for him now to step up and show that level that we all know he's capable of. Because people have, got on me about him being at... where is he now? Bournemouth. And not doing anything, or I think he's not doing anything. Everyone's like, oh, you're being harsh. It's because of the level I think Jack Wilshere should be playing at. What he's doing now is not good enough. So if everyone thinks that he's playing well, that's because they don't have high expectations of Jack Wilshere. I have very high expectations of Jack Wilshere. You go back to that Arsenal-Barcelona game, the boy is a fucking boss. Now he's not even a handboy.
Let's throw it to you. You hear what Poet thinks about Jack Wilshere. I think go to LA, just enjoy life. What do you think? Can he make a resurgence in the Premier League, potentially save his career and fulfill that potential? Let us know. Theo Griezmann, Antoine Griezmann's brother, posted a photo of Memphis Depay and said, sorry Memphis, I think Old Trafford is better.
Now, Griezmann also tweeted on the weekend about how good Firmino is as well. And it leads me to believe there is some attraction to the Premier League for Griezmann. Apparently he chooses Arsenal Football Manager. I just think...
I see Griezmann in the Prem.
100%. Quality player. Great.
If not this Jan, I think in the summer, someone's going to splash out.
And take him over.
That boy will come. Because it seems like... I mean, his brother saying this, I don't know what Theo Griezmann's link to Memphis Depay is.
I don't think there is any link.
It's almost like, wait, why would you kind of do that?
Why has he got a blue tick?
And he's verified for being Antoine Griezmann's brother.
Sick.
It's almost... So is it a thing where me and you are now creating that rumour? But this rumour's probably been already linked up and created.
It has.
Griezmann to United.
If Griezmann goes to Manchester United...
That would look mad though. You can't even... Ibra, Griezmann, Mkhitaryan,
Martial
or
Rashford. Allow it.
Rooney when he feels like it.
Or unless he goes China.
Zlatan.
That says goals. And I think, do you know what, Manchester United...
You can't go wrong then, surely.
They can't flop with that. And then Pogba behind them.
And Pogba... we didn't even say Pogba.
Man United literally, in the next couple of years, could be like a Real Madrid and just be a bunch of Galacticos, like very easily.
It's key for them to get the Champions League, I'd say.
It's very key. If they don't get top four, you begin to wonder if someone like Griezmann would go there.
Then he might be thinking Liverpool.
Then he might even be thinking Chelsea, bro. If Costa does leave in the summer, then Chelsea are going to be... Because you know what? If
Griezmann
the one thing he's doing...
Chelsea.
One thing he is doing, I don't know if it's like a conscious decision, but he's playing poorly this season, which means that Griezmann...
You see his goal on the weekend, though?
Yeah, but did you see Rooney's goal on the weekend? Is he playing poorly as well? Griezmann, because Atletico Madrid are not doing as well as they've done in previous seasons, so the value of Griezmann could be dropping ever so slightly. Whereas in previous seasons, especially after the Euros, his value was all the way up here. We're not hearing Griezmann's name that much. Maybe in the summer, because if he carried on playing the way he played in the summer, up until now, he would be, in my eyes, the world record fee in the summer. It'd be a world record fee to sign Griezmann. The type of player you want to see. Oh my God. You mean him, Firmino, Mane, Coutinho? Oh, I love it.
I am praying to the Lords that we manage to get that top four and entice someone like that over, because then you're just feeling sexy.
Where is Payet going? He has got about 7 days, as long as Craig David's tune, to fucking find a move. Marseille have already come out apparently and said, that's way too much. Over 20 mil for a 30-year-old. No thanks. So where is Payet going to go? Fuji's garden? My balcony? A bit of both? Leave a comment, let us know. And most importantly, like, share, subscribe, drink tea, love your mum, and don't go to Lebanon if you plan to go Costa Coffee. Take care, everyone.
Have a nice.